So far we learned that how we can use the measure tool in order to basically create some guide for ourselves when we are dealing with the horizontal or vertical line. But what if we want to create something in an angle? That's when the protractor tool become very helpful, because that's where we can add the reference to our drawing based on that. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create some sort of a slope roof here. It goes along this side and then a little bit of slope on this side. So what I want to do is that I'm going to use a protractor tool here, and again, if you remember, when I click on something, I can go over and using the instructor to teach me how basically you can use that specific tool here. The default tray instructor, you can bring it by going to the window and default tray, and then you make sure that the instructor is on. Okay, so now I have this. Whenever I move around, you see that it's kind of attaching to the surface that is basically my mouse located. So once I have the surface that I want, to just press shift. So that means that it's going to kind of attach to that, where I can press shift and attach to the surface, and then click on the corner, go all along this side, click on the midpoint or any point, and then this is going to be my angle. So as I have to know exactly where my angle located, so I'm going to bring this like this side on like a 45 degree, and maybe not 45 degree, but let's say I'm going to go with this side with 35, and then for this one I'm going to go again with this corner and bring this up, and this corner will be something around 10. So very like a it's very steep on this side, but a little bit steep on this side. Then I can go over on this side and do the same thing on this one. So I'm going to press shift and go over here. I know this side's supposed to be, so I'm going to click on this corner, bring it up. This was 35, and I'm going to go on this surface, hold shift, and then go all the way to this side, and then click, and then going all the way to the midpoint, and then bring this up to 10. So now I have kind of a reference here. So I can start working on it. So I can start drawing from one side to this, and then all the way to this side. Can go over and close this piece, and right here from here to here. Oh, sorry. I go here and then close this piece, and see, I probably made a mistake somewhere. That's why it doesn't show. Here we go. So we have it this piece, and I'm gonna draw one line here so it create that surface. Then I'll do the same thing here. So I'm gonna draw one line here, and let's bring my surface here. The issue with this drawing, it's basically if you are doing it in the same rectangle, you probably don't need that line, but I think that since I distort this geometry very much, that's why I need these two lines here in order to create that shape. But basically when you draw these 4 lines, you basically don't need anything in between. You can also, if I just delete this piece here as well, let's just go over and draw another type of roof. You can see that I can use these references in order to like bringing my roof to different pieces. So I'm gonna delete this one and delete this one. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna line from this corner to this corner, and now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna bring my drawing from here to here. So basically my roof is kind of like a gable roof instead of like a regular slope roof. So that's another way of working with this. So you can see the possibility of using this protractor in order to create like a very detailed and precise geometry, and it could be used for creating the roof, it could be work for creating the slope, like for example a ramp, parking slope, anything that is like some it's actually you need to know exact angle for that.